Oh, I do like to be beside the seaside. Oh, I do like to be beside the sea. Oh, I do like to stroll along the prom, where the brass bands play, diddly-um, hum. So just let me be beside the seaside. I'll be beside myself with glee.
Okay, so I'm now up to chart 7, and as you can probably see, I've done most of it. So my colours aren't exactly the same as you will see in the pattern, because I'm only doing a sort of condensed version of the blanket just for the videos. So I haven't included all the parts. I've just tweaked the way the colours lay out just to give my little blanket a little more of a balance when it's finished. But what you will now see, if you now look, I've now got started on row 29, and we start doing things a little bit different here. You can see I've got my C4 colour, which I last used down here, and I want to carry on with this line, but you can probably see there I've actually now got 2 rows of stitches there, because we're now switching to doing, it's still overlay mosaic crochet, but we're going to be cycling through 3 colours. And so to do that without it all sort of bunching up, we just need to make our longer stitches a little bit longer. So rather than being a front loop treble, UK treble that is, 2 rows down, we're now going to be doing a double treble 3 rows down. So if you prefer US terms, that will be a US treble 3 rows down. Okay, so that's how we're now going to be creating the pattern. When there's no tapestry mosaic involved in this, it's all just ordinary mosaic crochet except for using 3 colors. Okay, so row 29 starts, as I said, with a double treble. So that's in UK terms, so that's yarn round twice into this front loop down there. Okay, 1, 2, 3. So that's how we're now covering up 2 rows instead of 1. So now our repeat starts with another, well, not with another, with the front loop treble, so an ordinary front loop treble there. So we're now not working into, we can't work into this row because we've got trebles there. So we're now just going 2 rows down again. Okay, then so we're now doing the canopy of the parasols. Okay, so 1 front loop treble, 2 back loop double crochets, 3 trebles, 3, 2 back loop double crochets, 2 front loop trebles. Okay, then 3 back loop doubles, 3. So we're now between the parasols, so we start with like half a parasol. Okay, then another 2 front loop trebles, 2 back loop double, 2 doubles, 3 trebles, 2 back loop double crochets, 1 front loop treble, and then our repeat is going to end with that front loop double treble 3 rows down again. Okay, so that is what you're going to be repeating across. Okay, so carry on and do that, and then come back and we will do row 30 together. So there we go, that's what it's like after row 29. Row 30 is a nice easy one. Back to the sort of colour of our sand here, and we're basically going to be working back loop double crochets all the way along, apart from where we're between the parasols here. So where you've got the little dots, we're just going to be doing our front loop double trebles into there. Okay, so start with 1 back loop double crochet before we actually start the repeat, and then our repeat is 10 more, 2, 9, 10, then 3 front loop trebles, 3 rows down, double trebles. Okay, so that's our 3 front loop double trebles, 3 rows down, and then our repeat is going to end with 11 back loop double crochets, and then the next one will start with 10 more. So that means you're going to have little runs of 21 back loop double crochets between your 3 front loop double trebles. Okay, so carry on like that, and I'll see you for row 31. Okay, so I've now just got started on row 31 with my edge stitch chain, and then there's a back loop double crochet before we start our repeat. Now our repeat has another double crochet there. Okay, then we've got 2 front loop trebles, double trebles, 3 rows down, 1, 2, okay, then 3 back loop double crochets, 2 front loop double trebles, and then we've got 7 back loop double crochets. Whoops. So that goes over the end of that first parasol, the 3 stitches between the parasols, and then the first 2 of the next one. Okay, so that's all 7 back loop double crochets, 2 front loop double trebles, oh. 2, 3 back loop double crochets, 2 front loop double trebles, and then our repeat ends with 2 back loop double crochets. Okay, so then you'll start again from there with the 1 back loop double crochet, 2 front loop trebles, and so on. So there we go, that's the row 31. So carry on, complete that, and then we'll go through row 32 together. Okay, so I've now just got started on row 32 with my edge stitch, that little edge chain, and then a front loop double treble right at the beginning before we start our repeat. Okay, then our repeat has another one of those, so another front loop double treble, 3 rows down, 2, 3, then you've got 2 back loop double crochets, 3 front loop double trebles, 3, 2 back loop doubles, 2 front loop double trebles. Did I say trebles or double? They're double trebles there anyway. Another 2 there. Then we've got 3 back loop double crochets. So you can see what we're doing on this row. We are actually, there's no just front loop trebles 2 rows down on this one. We are just doing our front loop double trebles 3 rows down wherever we see this colour we're working on at the moment, and everything in between is a back loop double crochet. Okay, so 2 back loop double crochets, 3 front loop double trebles, 2 back loop double crochets, and then our official repeat ends with 2 front loop double trebles. Okay, so So carry on repeating that across. You can do row 33 as well, because it's exactly the same as row 30 was, and then come back and we will do row 34 together. So I've now just got started on row 34. So we've got a double crochet, back loop double crochet before the repeat starts, and then we start our repeat with another one. Then we've got 2 front loop double trebles, 3 rows down, 1, 2, then 2 back loop double crochets. And I'm going to do something a little bit different. So we're actually just going to do a front loop treble here. So we're sort of getting like a little sort of slope on the top of the parasols. So we've now got 1 front loop treble into there, then 2 front loop double trebles down there. Okay, so we're getting that curve on the top of the parasol. Can't crochet today. 2. Okay, then we've got 7 back loop double crochets along here again. 2, 3, 6, 7, 2 front loop double trebles, 1 front loop treble, so that's just 2 rows down in there, 2 back loop double crochets, 2 front loop double trebles, and we end our repeat with 2 back loop double crochets. Okay, so you're ready to start again with another back loop double crochet. So we're repeating that along. So yeah, carry on and do that, and you can do row 35 and then we'll do row 36 together. Okay, so row 36 is the last row in this part anyway that we're going to be using our double trebles, and we've got a mixture of them again in this row, which is what I've just shown you here. Okay, so I've got started with the usual, and then our repeat starts with another 5 back loop double crochets, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're going to do 3 front loop trebles across these white ones there. So just normal front loop trebles 2 rows down, and then we've got 7 front loop double trebles in the middle there. 2, 6, 7, then 3 front loop trebles 2 rows down, 2, 3, and then our repeat is going to end with 6 more back loop double crochets. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're now ready to start again with another 5 back loop double crochets. So carry on, complete that, then rows 37 and 38, so the rest of it is all nice and simple, and then that will be this part finished. Okay, so there we are, that is the end of part 4 there. The parasol canopies done. So you've now got all the stitches that you now need until we get to the seagulls at the end of part 6. So next week the donuts and ice creams is just your standard overlay mosaic crochet, just the 2 colors, you're alternating 2 colors there. Then part 6 is going to start with, like we've done here, with the 3 different colours for the main bit of the beach huts. And like I said, then we're going to have, right at the end of that, we're going to be doing some seagulls, which will need some slopey stitches. So I will come back there for that last little bit of part 6 with my next video. But until then, hope you're enjoying Beside the Seaside.
Oh, I do like to be beside the seaside. Oh, I do like to be beside the sea. Oh, I do like to stroll along the prom, where the brass bands play. Diddly-um, pom, pom.